Dear all engineers, good evening. We come back again on 5th of August. Are all of you can hear me good, please? Just send an SMS or type an SMS. That's really very good. Very good. Today we are going to finish our class in project management. Good evening. Good evening, Bright. Good evening. How are you? I will finish, inshallah, today all the project management part. And before going to project management part, I would like to all of you just review our topics, hours, and schedule for our classes. We start, as you see, all of you in the screen right now, we start on 22nd of July. We start our introduction, which is not what is not in in our classes. It's not accounted. It's not incorporated in our classes. Start from 29 of July. Sorry, 20. Oh my God, it was 25th of July 20. We started the first class in structure analysis, and we followed with 27 July structure analysis. We still have a lot in structure analysis, which I am going to give some parts partially. I already sent some advanced problems and exercise structural ones, which in our WhatsApp yesterday. I send it in objective that all of you can enhance your skills. Okay, your exam, this the rate to solve these problems and questions. The rate is 6 minutes per each question. 6 minutes. If you are going to have 6 minutes in your exam, that's meaning, as I told you, the rate in your exam is almost exactly 2 minutes 13 seconds. But here, what I sent yesterday, it's 9. If all of you go check your WhatsApp, you will find that I sent yesterday 9 questions and problems for structure. These 9 ones, I have 100. I have until 100 numbers, but I will not send all of them one time. I will send partially, because the rate to solve these questions is 6 minutes each question. 6 minutes, guys. Huh? So you have to enhance as well. I am giving this exercise in objective of what? If objective that's new, maybe what will happen, we already have a lot of questions and answers from previous exams. But I cannot promise you that you are going to find all the questions as it is in our hand right now, because I don't know what had been done in this period of time. We already shut down almost in March and April, May, June, July, and August, and maybe you are going to resume in September, which is a huge number, a huge period of time. Some engineers still not have a link. Give me 1 minute, guys. I will send a link right now. Still examination are closed. Yes, still. Oh, yeah. 1 minute, guys. But there is one engineer. I will send an invitation to him. One minute, guys. One engineer, he cannot inside. Tell me, yalla. So now, come back to our subject. So now what we are discussed before that, I don't know exactly what will happen after all of you going to your, maybe they are going to change the database, maybe. So I am preparing preventive action. I took a preventive action. This preventive action is what? Sending more questions and answers through the time. I'm already prepared right now. And I will send for soil mechanics, fluids, structural. Maybe I have a plan to reach almost 1,000 questions and answer. I am planning to do that one. Means to cover everything. If even I am solving them by my hand. So this, it will take time for me. Yes, it will take time for me until I will check all the engineers which they are going to start the exam from first day. I will know. I will know what it will happen and what had been done, and are the exams already revised or not revised. I am taking the action from now. This is promise everybody, all of you. Don't worry, you are going to be pass the exam from first time, as I told before, and this is what I'm going to do. So anyway, so structure analysis, we are going to discuss, we are going to make in Saturday, we have as our plan here, we'll see now. So today we already have 5th of August as I do today, and we are having class today, and we discuss about, we already have this class. Still examinations are closed. Any idea on when the exam will start again? I can predict it. Expectation. My expectation. I am expecting that in September. In September, because now slowly they are taking all the measures, they are opening in it. So in September, I believe the first batch going the exam, it will be in September. Schools will go back. Schools guys will go back in September, 3rd of September. So that means what? They are going to take all the measures, social distancing and all this one. You are going to go. If even they are expand the halls now. So expecting in September, the first batch going to attend the exam. From this first batch, for sure I am going to announce if all the exam, once they are going to open the exams, I am going to announce in WhatsApp group, and I'm going to inform everybody. Don't worry. If even I'm expecting to get my renew card, I already renewed online. I'm expected next week after Sunday, yani Sunday, Monday. I'm expecting to receive an SMS to collect my card. Once I will go there, I will ask as well. I will ask and I will check the new offices, because actually I was renewed in city center in municipality, Ministry of Municipality, in the front of city center in Daphne. So I will check everything, and I will inform all of you, and I will put it in our WhatsApp group, all our WhatsApp groups. So don't worry, guys. That's now come down. You just need to study. You just need to study. You just need to dedicate time for yourself. You dedicated time to study. Start study, guys. You have to plan. You have to plan for yourself. Don't forget that you have to put a plan. Okay, you have to plan for yourself. As much as we are giving, we are having 30 hours only, and the civil engineering knowledge, it's a huge knowledge. You cannot cover it in 30 minutes, in 30 hours. You cannot cover it in 30 hours. You need to enhance yourself as well and dedicate it some more times. I'm just giving you, coaching you how you put yourself in the right track. Okay, which is really, if even all of you prefer to be online classes, I am telling you, no, I don't prefer online classes. Face-to-face class is more effective. But anyway, what will happen, inshallah, soon we'll see. Anyway, we are keeping online classes as it is. Don't worry. So now, 5th of August, we are going to finish today project management. And as well, we have in 8th of August, we have concrete technology class. In concrete technology class, I am going to add some structure analysis part, one part almost 45 minutes or something like that. I am going to send all the slides for Saturday tomorrow morning, early morning, inshallah. So you are going to read these slides for concrete technology, because this it's very simple. Read it and be ahead. We are going to have exam number 1. related technology, concrete technology only. 27 questions. I am going to give it to you exam. Let us see your score. After 8th of August, we are going to have 10th of August soil mechanics and 12th August as it is, as the schedule here. So we are stuck in our plan. Inshallah, 19 August we'll finish this batch. I am going to stuck on this plan and inshallah I will do it. So in 19 August, each class I am going to discuss about what had been done previously and in the future what will happen in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes. Okay, guys? Let us go for our class today. This is class. Now all of you now understand what is going on, what we are going to do. And all of you, you have to study now. I send 9 questions. Try to solve them. Try to solve them. Try to hold a pen and the blank paper and pencil and the calculator and try to solve by your own. I know it's very hard, but this is a way. This is already done. We will go for our previous class. This is our previous class for project management. We started 29 and we discuss all about this one, plan project scope management. We discuss about plan scope management, collect requirements, define scope, create WBS, validate scope, control scope. In brief, we are not this type of knowledge as well. It's need more than 30 hours. But anyway, I'm giving you as much as I can in a particular area. A stockholder, we knew about stakeholder. We knew about risk. We can, what is the meaning risk? What's the meaning opportunity? What's the meaning issue? And what is the scope exactly? What WBS means? WBS dictionary, scope baseline. All of this one. We already solved these 2 questions. And we already went the importance of WBS. As I told you many times, project without WBS is not a project. WBS samples, read these slides, scope baseline, very important, and the control scope, validate scope, activity. We went to project schedule management. We discussed about activity list. We discussed about estimate, the techniques, 3 techniques to estimate activity duration, and the methods. Sequence activities, we discuss about sequence activities, finish to start, to start to start, to finish to finish, start to finish. Project schedule baseline. Project schedule baseline, we'll discuss about it now, critical path and the float network. I will start the number 7 first, networking. How we have already 3 techniques for networking. The first technique is what? Activity, we call it activity on arrow. Activity on arrow. What does it mean, activity on arrow? We are presented any activity by arrow. Means what? Like that. You see now what I'm giving example. And please, all of you focus with me about what I'm doing right now. Activity. Activity on arrow. AOA. Activity on means what? This is a arrow, and this is the event, and this is another event. Event 1, event 2, and this activity we call it A activity. We give duration on the arrow 5 days. Activity on arrow. This is what we said. So that's meaning activity, and we can have activity B, activity C, B 1 day, C 10 days, and D ABCD 7 days. So this day, one number is what we call it duration. Activity name is a alphabet. So 3, 4, 5, and we can have all of them. All of them. Another activity C, the network. By A, B, C, D, E, F, G, K, L, M. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Activity E, 10 days, activity F 1 day, 15 days, activity M 3 days, activity L 2 days, activity K is 5 days. This is what we call it activity on arrow network. Start from event 1, activity E. Activity E, we said activity E have 3 successors. 3 successors means what? Activity B وactivity C وactivity D, these 3 activities cannot start until A finish. Until A finish. And activity B have 1 predecessor. اللي هو activity E means what? Cannot start until A finish. Activity C have 1 predecessor, cannot start until A finish. Activity D have 1 predecessor, cannot start until finish. And activity G have 1 predecessor. Activity F have 1 predecessor. C. Activity E have 1 predecessor. Activity K have 1 predecessor. Activity E have 1 successor. See guys? So now successor, predecessor, successor, predecessor. Okay, so if you need to calculate the duration, total duration for this network, what you are going to do, how many routes we have? How many routes we have? Start from 1 to 9. How many routes? I have 1 route, ادي 1 2 3 6 5 9 ادي 1 route. يبقى 1 1 2 3 and 6 and 9 ادي 1 route. 2 route. Second route is what? Second route ادي 1 2 4 4 7 7 7 9 9. Number 3, what else I have? I have route number 3 is what? Let me see what you are. Yes, correct. 1 2 4. Okay, numbers 1 1 2 5 8 9. So we have 3 routes now. You can calculate now the duration for each route. The longest one is the longest duration for the project. We call it the critical path. Critical path. The longest one, we call it the critical path. You can have many critical paths, but doesn't mean critical path is the longest path. You can have many critical paths on your project, but does not mean that all of them longest path. Okay, guys, just only for your information. Type how many 1 2 is 5 days. You can say 5 days plus 1 6 and plus 16 16 plus 5 21. This is 21 days. Number 2 add 5 plus 10 15 15 and 16 16 plus 2 is 18 days. 18 days. Add 18 days. You can just say summation. Add 5 plus 7 add 15 15 add 15 30 33 33. يبقى the longest path is what? The longest path is activity A, activity D, activity G, activity M. يبقى A, D, G, and M. This is what we call it longest path. This is the longest path, critical path. Okay, let me check what you are telling here. Critical path, correct. I will put it here so I can all see what are all of you telling me. So now is the critical path time. Very simple. Yes, easy going like that. Always we start from where? Always we start from left-hand side. Left-hand side. You always start any network from left-hand side. You start shear force from left-hand side. You start normal force from left-hand side. You start left-hand side. Okay. Left-hand side means what? Means successors. Successors. If you start from right-hand side, you can start right-hand side, but you start predecessors. Predecessor. There is 2 techniques, but I'm giving you the right technique. Is start from left-hand side, successor. Okay. I will give another example. Activity on arrow. Again, activity in arrow. We still have the first technique. have beautiful network. How many activities I have? I have only one activity A, 10 days. Activity B, 7 days. Activity C, 10 days. And activity ACBD, say 8 days. Activity E, 7 days. And activity E is 2 days. And activity GK is 10 days. Now the network at 1 event, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many routes I have? How many routes I have? I have 2 routes. ادي 1 اللي هو ال A B D G. ادي 1 equal how many days? ادي 10 days plus 7 plus 8 15 and 25 plus 2 is equal to 27. Number 2, I have A, C, E, and K. How many days? ادي 10 days plus 10 plus 7 plus 10. Wow, 36 days. 36 days. 36 days. That means what? The critical path is A, C, E, K. طيب. I will give you another A كده إيه. Let us see كده إيه. Some A, some. Well, let us play. I am going to give you this activity kit. What does it mean, this activity? Dotted activity kit, without duration, without any duration. And another يبقى مثلا KMN. These 2 activities, what does it mean? These 2 activities is we call it dummy activities. What's the meaning dummy activities? Before dummy activities, assume we don't have dummy activities. Activity E, as I said, have predecessor only 1. Before I put M, before I put this dummy activity, it was activity E have 1 predecessor. Means what? Cannot start until is C finished. But now I give what? Now I give another activity, told me, dummy activity telling me activity E cannot start until both activity, L B with C finish. L B with C finish. Means what? Assume activity B have 15 days. It's not 7 days. And activity C have 10 days as it is. So what does it mean? Activity E cannot start until L B finish. Before C is 10 and the B is 7, still it will not start until C finish. Until C finish. Until C finish, because C is longer than LB. So that's we call it dummy activity. This is the meaning of dummy activity. And we are going to add another route. What is another route? Another route is what? A, B, and EM. A, B, M, E, K. This is another route. How many days now? I did 10, 7 plus 7, I did 14, 24 plus 10 means what? I have 34. See, what else I have? N, another N. Means what? N, another dummy activity. Telling me, Habibi, K cannot start until what? Until E will be finished. See the techniques now of dummy activity. This is dummy activity. N, dummy activity. Will M, dummy activity. Means now what? K cannot start until what? Until E finish, because we have link between E and K. And this dummy activity in telling me, yes, take care that K will not start until B as well finish. B as well finish. B will E should be finished and K finish. Let us have another route now. The another route is what? Add 1, add 8, 7, 10, 7, 17. 17 plus 10 على طول directly يبقى 27. It's not longest pass. I am giving you another hint. Assume this is already 9 days. 9 days. 9 days. Let us see. If this 9 days, what is the impact? The impact, it will coming in the first route, A, B, D, G. It will be here 9. 9. Okay, you have 10 plus 9, add 19, 27. 27 plus 2 is equal 29. You have here is 29. Okay, 29. Something else? Nothing? No, let us see. A, C, E, K. A, C, E, K is still the same. 30. What else now? I have another route, we call it here. What? I add A, B, A, B, and E, and K. How many days? Add 10 plus 9 plus 7 plus 10. يبقى how many days now? يبقى I have 90 at 16. I have 36 again. 36 again. 36 means what? 36 means I have 2 critical paths now. I have 2 critical paths. 10 plus 9 at 19, 7, 26 plus 10. Assume this is 10. Assume this is 10 now. It's not what? It's not 9. Assume this is 9, 10. Okay, if 10, I still have, this is 10. Okay, you have 10, 10, 20, 20, 28, 30. Okay, still not a critical path. See, guys, what will happen now? And this will be 10 here, 10. That's meaning 37, 37. You have 30. I have now 1 critical path only, because it's still 10, 20. Plus 10 and 30, 37. Still 37. I have 37. 10, 37. Oh, before 37, guys. Before 37. Okay, see? Before it's 37. Before it's 37. Just only this change if this one have 11 days. If this 11 days, if B 11 days, it will be here 10 plus 11, 21, plus 8, 29, plus 31. And I have still the same, and the A, B, E key, it will be here, it will be changed, in E key, it will be 11, you will A, B, E, K, it will be 11, 10, 21, 21, 28, 38. This it will be 38. 38. I have here A, C, I did 20, 27, 37. I have only 1 critical path now. So they are playing now with dummy activities. Dummy activities is presented dotted lines without 0 duration, without 0 duration. This activity on what? Activity on R. Once you saw in your exam the network like arrow and have duration in the arrow and dummy activity, don't confuse. You have to predict that the trick is coming in the dummy activities. The trick surrounding the dummy activities. Okay, so you have to predict now and you have to prepare yourself. We have already some exercise. Let us go for it. and let us check how you are going to solve these questions. Let us go for our, yes, number 8. Number 8. Use activity on arrow method and define the total project duration. Look, the network diagram in the front of you. I have what? I have network diagram. 5 to 10 is event station, bus station. From 5 to 10, event, bus station, bus train, whatever. Train, stop, whatever. Anyway, you are start from this point, you will finish this point by activity. If I have 5 to 10 activity. From 10 to 20, dummy activity. From 5 to 15 is activity. From 15 to 20 is the second dummy activity. Means what? Activity D cannot start until A will be finished. Activity D اللي هو 8 days, this activity D cannot start until both this activity finish. So this bus stop, it will take how many days? This it will be which days? 5 or 6? 5 or 6 here? 5 or 6? I need to listen to all of you, and I need to hear all of you. See now this activity? Yeah, tell me, what is the total duration for the project? What is the total duration for the project? Slowly, guys. I need all of your answer. Number 8, questions number 8. What is the total duration for the project? Perfect, guys. Perfect is 14 days. This is perfect. I will solve it. To check what, explain again, what does it mean? This square, what does it mean circular? Some engineers found some difficulties in such areas, but it's very simple. And in your exam, predict 2 to 3 questions in these areas. 2 to 3. Project management question and general knowledge, it's coming almost from 9 to 11 questions. Which of them, this is what we are discuss about it. This is what I am telling you, all of you about. That's inshallah all of you will pass the exam if you just focus into. We have 5. No. I have what? I have a D5, to 10, and I have another activity B, يبقى A, B, activity A, 5 days, activity B is 6 days, and I have 2 dummy activities and 2 dummy. Here is start from 0. Here to reach to this point, I need 5 days. To reach this point, I need 6 days. To start here, I will start in day number 6 or day number 5. I will start here day number 6 because the longest one. This is 2 dummy activity telling me this activity, which is D, almost 8 days. It will reach to the final station here, and it will be 6 plus 4 is 14 days. See, that's meaning. Okay, what else? I have another activity here, which is coming here. This activity E, 2 days, but this is not the longest pass because it's B, E, 6 plus 2 is 8. And I have another activity start from 10 to reach this. This is another route. This is C. C is equal 2 days as well. 5 plus 2 is 7 days. So the critical pass is what? The critical pass is B, this is B, and D. D. يبقى ادي through what? Through one dummy activity. One dummy activity. This is dummy activity, and this is dummy activity. Be careful about this is 20, and here is 15, and here is 25. Try by your own self, try to draw all the network what we have. I am going to send a lot of questions and answers related to the network, and you have to draw it by your hand. Try to draw it and try to calculate the total, estimate all the roots, duration roots, and and practice how to calculate the total duration for your network. What is the meaning of the numbers inside the circle? Or squares. Inside is event. Okay. You cast columns. Okay. You cast columns. This already casted. You already cast a column. And you need to put what? Once you finish the columns, you need to do what? You need to do shuttering. You need to do steel reinforcement for slabs, shuttering for slabs, steel reinforcement for slabs, and the casting for the slabs, and curing to reach one. One event is already casted. I already casted today. From today until I finish all next week, all the slabs, you 1 to 2, 1 to 2, 1 day to 2. The link between 1 to 2 is activity. We call it activity. Okay, we call it event. We call it event. You can consider it as a bus stop. Consider it as a bus stop. The route bus stop. Yes, consider it as a bus stop. You cannot jump to the last bus stop until you reach to go to the route. Okay, take it like that. Very simple. Don't confuse yourself. Don't confuse yourself. We have another questions number. Go for number. This activity, and still we are in activity. We still in activity on arrow. Activity on arrow. Yes, number 6. All of you is already now clear our Pedro. What is the meaning already now clear? Type. Okay. Type. Question number 6 is telling you use activity on arrow methods and define the total duration, the project duration. Do it by your hand. Do it by your hand. Start from the left hand side. See predecessor. Predecessors. You can start from the right hand side and the left hand side. For me, I am always start with left hand side. When I am drawing this network, sometimes I need to draw the network for a particular area from the baseline. And to make it more realistic, you take these activities I am extracted from baseline, any baseline, and I put it in a paper, and I'm trying to draw it by my own network, because I need to make the links between all these activities. The link is very important. It's very important to create critical path, to create the total float for activity, and to check all the total float for all the activities, to check the free floats, which we are going to discuss later. There is a lot of techniques. One of them is activity on arrow. Start to do this problems in the front of you now. Draw it and tell me how you are going to draw it. It's take time. Yes, D is 11 days. Very good, yeah. Very good. Let us see. I am always, as I told you, practice makes perfect. I already studied this planning technique 19, 1990, 1993 or 1994. I study all this planning technique. It was books. You can take a books and I already and I'm always start from the left hand side. If even give me predecessor or successor, I like to start from the left hand side to right hand side. Using the activity on arrow number 6 and draw the. He telling you activity A no predecessor, activity B no predecessor, activity C no predecessor. Means what? Means like that. The network should be beautiful like that. Trust. We have trust now. One, two, three, four, five. I have five. A, add A, B, B, C, C have LE, okay, and I have A, B, C, D, added D, the D have an A, correct, and the B no successors, a C no successors, A no successor, nothing before this. Even this start from the project start from here. Start from here, this point, A, B, C. Is C have one successors, okay, and here we have G. G have what? G have LB, add LB, وadd D, وadd E, and this is F. See now, the total duration, you can put A is equal 2 days, LB equal 6 days, and C equal 4 days, and E is equal 5 days, and D equal 3 days, and the G equal 2 days, and the F is equal 4 days. The longest pass is what? The longest pass is 4. Yeah, answer is 2. It is these 3 days. 2 is 4 is C, LE, and G. 11 days. The network is very simple. You just practice little bit and you draw it whatever. You cannot draw it from the first time like that. It needs practice, makes perfect, needs a lot of time to practice, but it's same like that. Your exam almost like that, nothing extra. Next extra. This is your exam. This is from previous exam, by the way. Yes, correct. So now this activity on arrow, don't forget the dummy activities. Okay. So I will go for the second technique, what we call it what? Activity on node. The second technique is activity on node. What does it mean, activity on node? Activity is node is different. It's a different. A node, it's activity. You remember activity on node. O-A-O-N. When you see A-O